Alright, so Tour Bus to the Forbidden Realms is one of the newest cards released for TCG exclusive, Shonen Jump, whatever. Anyways, what it does is you can add a Fiend-type monster, any Fiend-type monster, as long as it's not a dark or a light monster. But almost all Fiend-type monsters are dark, so it's probably not that good for meta decks. But, as someone who loves to make fun, creative decks, and who rarely ever plays any of the metas, except Frog Monarchs, because frogs are awesome, this card is actually, well, here. If you don't know anything about NECROFACE and why it's limited, let me show you a little thing on what I used to play. Anyways, it's called the Inferno Tempest OTK. And what you do is you just bring out either a Lava Golem or a Grinder Golem. Both of them have 3,000 attack, and you can summon it to your opponent's side of the field. Grinder Golem fulfills the condition of having a token on your side of the field, though, because he special summons 2 tokens to your side of the field. But Lava Golem is a superior card because you get to not only tribute 2 of your opponent's monsters, but they take 1,000 points of damage. But you don't actually use Lava Golem for his effect, you use him just because he's a 3,000 attack beat stick. And you can activate Inferno Tempest with him. So what you do is you play with a lot of tokens in the deck, because you do not want a lot of monsters in your deck for this. And all you do is suicide one of your tokens, because there are many cards that give you 0 attack tokens, into the Lava Golem or Grinder Golem, take 3,000 points of damage. Then chain Inferno Tempest to that. And what Inferno Tempest did was it would remove all monsters from your deck. So it would remove your 3 Grinder Golems, your 3 Lava Golems, and your 3 NECROFACEs, because those would be the only monsters you'd play. And you would only play either trap monsters or tokens. And then what NECROFACE does is when he's removed from play, you remove from play the top 5 cards of each player's deck. So with the opening hand you have 5 cards, and then you draw 1 more when it's your turn, so they have 6. The average deck has about 15 monster cards in the deck. So Inferno Tempest by himself would take out the 15 monster cards. So if you assume your opponent has 15 monsters, and they get removed through Inferno Tempest, because he removes from play all monsters in your deck, and assuming they had none in their hand, plus the 6 from their opening hand. That's 21 cards right there, plus 15 from NECROFACE. And that would be, what is that, 15 plus 15, that's 30, plus 6, 36. They'd only have 4 more cards left in their deck. And then all you'd have to do is survive for 4 turns until you won. And they wouldn't be able to do much because they would only have the monsters in their hand or on the field to attack you with. Unless they were playing a deck where their monsters removed from play benefit them, which is almost no deck. So it was a pretty good deck. And the thing is, you can't play it anymore because NECROFACE is limited, because that was a crazy, really easy OTK to get off. But I do still like Inferno Tempest and the idea of removing all their monsters from play. That is a fun thing, and there are so many creative decks you can do around that. I even made one where you just use Parallel Infernal, Parallel in whatever, the hero card where you Miracle Fuse from your remove from play monsters. That one was actually pretty fun. I also made a video on it. It wasn't that great of a deck, but with the new Tour Bus to the Forbidden Realms where you can add Lava Golem to your hand easy, it just makes decks like that a lot faster. So I'm excited about this new card. Even though it won't be that great, it'll allow me to run my Inferno Tempest decks just a tiny bit faster.